The pineal, also called the pineal body, epiphysis cerebral, of the brain, epiphysis or a third eye, is a small pinecone-shaped gland, an intracranial glandular formation, located at the margin of the ventricle, posterior to the hypothalamus, from which it derives in embryonic development, conical in shape, between 6 and 8 millimeters in length and about 4 millimeters wide. Helena Petrovna Blavatsky, founder of theosophy, identifies the third eye with the eye of Shiva of the Hindu tradition and concludes that the pineal body of modern man is what remains of the organ of spiritual vision. In philosophy, Georges Bataille uses the concept of the pineal eye as a reference to a blind spot in Western rationality. The pineal plays the central role. It is the organ of delirium and excess. The first anatomical description of the pineal gland is found in the writings of Galen. Before him, the pineal gland was thought to regulate the flow of the spirit in the ventricles of the brain. Galen rejected this idea because the pineal gland is located outside the brain, and therefore cannot direct the flow of spirit into the ventricles of the encephalon. In the Middle Ages, Mondino degli Uzzi defined the epiphysis by the term pinea. Descartes, a 17th-century French philosopher, metaphysically interpreted the pineal as the seat of the soul, since it is an unequal structure, deputed to centralize all information, and as the seat of thought. It has been considered important for psychic balances ever since. Toward the end of the 19th century, several scientists speculate that the pineal may be a phylogenetic relic, a vestige of a dorsal third eye. Others begin to consider it an endocrine gland. Its location on the forehead corresponds to Yin Tang of Chinese medicine, Buddha brain in Japanese medicine, the third eye of mystical and religious traditions, and the sixth chakra of Ayurvedic medicine. The Egyptians depicted this area as an eye seen from the side. Studying pineal activation frequencies is useful for secret and occult societies for population control. Important are the US and Soviet studies to read people's thoughts. Addressing the study of the pineal from this perspective takes us directly to alchemy, esotericism, and poses a negative science fiction scenario leading to the control and extinction of humanity. The functions and benefits of the pineal were known to the Egyptians and Romans, who, with the symbolism of the eye, described it. The Arab world also has the Eye of Allah, a symbol of looking into the unseen side of man. Even on the back of the $1 bill in the United States there is a depiction of the pineal in what is called the all-seeing eye, which reveals the ability of the person or group to look into the other, that which is beyond the physical dimension. The third eye opens the unused part of the brain crucial in perception and learning, which sees what does not appear to the eye, deep sensations, dialogues with the frequencies of the spiritual world, enhances insights especially at night when dreams enter us, REM phase, and activate, in the pineal gland, the production of dimethyltryptamine, DMT, a psychedelic substance capable of altering spatial and temporal perception. In traditional Chinese medicine, we are a microcosm united with a macrocosm. The pineal is an area where the great Shen enters us and determines life that is not chromosomal but given by the eternal world. It is the place where, when the soul enters us, free will is united with destiny and the individual task to be performed. There are many studies on the relationship between aging and calcifications of the pineal gland, and also on the incidence of cancer as a result of calcifications, with no obvious scientific implications. Adequate dietary intake of zinc restores function and assumes a preventive role in pineal atrophy. the pineal assumes importance in circadian rhythms. It is connected to the visual system via the hypothalamus and brainstem. It is stimulated of light and darkness, which influence melatonin production by pinealocytes. Hormone levels of melatonin, serotonin, gonadal hormones, and norepinephrine are correlated with each other. The epiphysis mitigates pituitary activity. In fact, there is an increase in melatonin during prepubescence, which decreases after puberty. The pineal possesses large amounts of serotonin, which is used during the night to form melatonin. In darkness, the level of melatonin increases with melanin formation and that of serotonin decreases. If this hormonal balance were kept constant, as in the winters of northern countries, it would result in depression, increased production of brown fat, decreased sex hormones, decreased sexual intercourse, and fewer births. This framework increases norepinephrine, which results in an increased state of alertness, and ease of reaction. Excess adrenal activity is created, which further stimulates melatonin production by the pineal. There are ways to stimulate the pineal, but to find out, follow us for more videos, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications.